Welcome to Macmo Academy. In this video, we will learn about ratios of two quantity, or you can say ratios involving two quantities. So we will find out what is given. We need to understand it first. The ratio of number of maths book to the number of Urdu books in a library is 5:2. It means that what is given, ratio of maths to the ratio of Urdu books is 5:2. Means maths books are in the ratio of 5 and Urdu books are in the ratio of 2. It doesn't mean that there are 5 books and it doesn't mean that there are 2 books of Urdu. It means that these are the simplest ratio. How would they come? By simplifying or by dividing by any common factor. They would come in this way. So that's why we would place x with both of them. If there are 1420 maths and Urdu books all together means total, how many more maths book than Urdu books are there in the library? So there are two methods to find out how many more maths book. So first of all, we need to find out number of maths book, and then we need to find out number of Urdu books. After then we can subtract them to find out how many more maths books are there in the library. So there are two methods. First is the equation method, in which we will construct the equation. So we will suppose that let the number of maths books be 5x. So I hope this would be clear that why we are considering 5x, because this 5 is the ratio. How would they come? They would become by simplifying both of them by a common factor, and the number of Urdu books will be 2x. Now there is a time to construct the equation. If there are, so there is a condition is given. If there are 1421 maths and Urdu book to all together means we need to add both of these two books. So we will get 1421. So if we will simplify them, so this would gives us the value of x. So 1421 when divided by x, 14 times 2 is 7 times 2 is 14, 7 times 3 is 21. So the value of x is 203. Now we will see how many maths books are there. So we have considered maths books are 5 times of x. So for maths we need to multiply 5 with x, means 5 multiplied by 203. So this will gives us 5 times 3 is 15, 50001, then 5 2s are 10. So 1015 books are there in the library of maths. Then we need to find out Urdu books. So for Urdu we need to multiply this value by 2. So 2 multiplied by 203. So this will gives us maths and the number of maths and Urdu books in the library. Now we need to find out how many more maths books are there. So for that we need to subtract both of these two values. 1015 minus 406. So when this will be subtracted, what this will gives us? 906. So 609. So there are, we will give the answer in the statement form. There are 609 more maths books than Urdu books in the library. So this is the first method. I hope this would be clear. How we started the question, we have considered that the first one maths was given and the first ratio is of maths and the second name is of Urdu books. So the second ratio is in correspondence with Urdu books. In this way we have multiplied 5 with x and 2 with x, means whatever the answer would come, that whatever the number of maths books would become, that would be the multiple of 5. This means this. And this, what does it mean? That whatever the Urdu books would be there, it would be the multiple of 2. So in this way we have constructed the equation. Then we have found out the number of maths and number of Urdu books. Then we have subtracted them and we got the number of how many more maths books are there than Urdu books in the library. So here is another method to find out the same problem. If we need to find out maths books, we can find out maths books directly. Maths books is equal to, so there is a formula, individual ratio divided by sum of ratios multiply by total value, or you can say multiply by total. So how many maths books are there? Sorry, individual ratio for maths. Now we are finding out for maths books, so we will take the ratio of maths over here and total sum of ratios means add both of them, multiply by 1421. Now 7 ones are 7, 2 3s are, and 5 times 203 is 1015 again, the same answer. Now in the same way we will find out Urdu books. So we will again use the same formula. Now for Urdu books we will just change this value. 2 divided by 7 multiply by 1421. So 7 ones are 7, 203s are. Now this will again gives us the same answer as this one. And if we will subtract them, so 609 more maths books will be there. More maths books than Urdu books are there in the library. So this is how we can find out the number of more maths book than the number of Urdu books. Now we can find out, or there can be any similar type of question, only the values would be different, only the condition would be different for constructing the equation or to finding out the final answer. Let's suppose if there are total maths and Urdu books are given all together, instead of all together they could give us, if there are 1421 more maths book than Urdu book. So in such case we would more maths books, so maths would come first and Urdu would come afterwards, and we would put minus sign over here. So these type of questions are also there in this under the same topic. So I hope you have understood this topic. Now let's look at this question, ratios of two quantities. So involving 3 quantities. So this question is a different one, ratios involving. So now let's look at over here. So in this type of question we need to find out individual share. So this problem will help you out in finding out individual shares. Over here there are twice are given, the product is something different, so instead of twice it could be money, it could be anything. So to find out individual share, let's look at this video. Ali, Izan and Rafe makes a total 1530 twice in the ratio of 12, 16 and 17 respectively. Find the number of twice Ali makes, number of twice Rafe makes, amount of money Izan earned if he paid $3.5 for each toy. So again we will use the same formula. So Ali makes, let's suppose Ali makes, Ali's ratio over here is 12. Izan's ratio, Ali is not making 12 toy. This is the simplest ratio. Izan's ratio is 16 and Rafe's ratio is 17. So let's find out their individual number, that how many toy each boy is making. So start with A, number of toys Ali makes is equal to, again we will use the same formula, individual ratio divided by sum of ratios multiply by total. So now let's look at over here. For Ali, we will use 12, and their sum of ratio would be 8. 8 plus 7 is 15, and it's 4, 45. So 45 multiplied by total value is 15, 30. So now we need to simplify them. Now let's do the cancellation. 15 times 3 is 45, 15 times 1 is 15, and 0, and 15 times 2 is 30. Now we are left with 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9, 1 will be carried, 3 fours are 12. So why we are giving preferences in cancelling these two values first, I will let you know in the next step. So 12 is the individual ratio I didn't touch or cancel, didn't participate in the cancellation for 12, multiply by 34. 34 is the number which we have got after cancelling 15, 30 with 45. Now multiply 12 with 34. What we will get? 4 times. So we will get 408. So how many twice Ali is making? Ali is making 408. Now let's see how many twice Rafe is making. So for Rafe, number of twice Rafe makes. So we will use the same formula, individual ratio. For Rafe we are having a ratio 17 divided by 45 multiplied by 1530. So now if you will see that this particular thing will remain the same in each case, and after cancelling 1530 with 45 we got 34. That's what I asked you, that I will tell you in the next step. It means that now we will multiply 17 with 34 to get the answer that how many twice Rafe is making. So let's multiply 34 with 17. So 7 fours are 28, 7 threes are 21, 23, 1 fours are 4, 1 threes are 3. So 8, 7, 5. So 578 twice is made by Ali. Now we need to find out amount of money Izan earns. So if he is paid for each $3.5 for each toy. So for that, first of all, we need to know that how many twice Izan is making. So we need to add both of these twice and then subtract it from the total number of twice. So this is one of the way, or you can find out in the same way as well. It's up to you. If you are comfortable in finding out with the same formula, that is also fine. Number of twice Izan made is equal to 16 multiplied by 34. So I hope you know that why I am writing 16 multiplied by 34, because the same fraction will come and then after cancellation we will get this 34. So 16 times 34. So 34 times 16. 6 fours are 24. 6 threes are 18, 20. 1 fours are 4, 3, 4, 4, 5. So 554 twice has been made by Izan. So amount earned by Izan, is equal to, so now we will multiply number of twice with 3.5, because he is paid $3.5 for each toy. So now let's multiply 544 with 3.5. Let's multiply 544 with 3.5. 5 fours are 20, 5 fours are 20, 22, 5 fives are 25, 27, cross, 3 fours are 12, 1 will be carried, 3 fours are 12, 13, 3 fives are 15 plus 1, 16. Now 0, 4, 10, 9, 1. So after one decimal place, so $1904. So So $1,904 has been earned by Izan is earning after making 544 12s. So in this type of question will helps you out in finding out the the problems involving the particular share that three boys have invested. A sum of money could be given over here and they have invested in this ratio. Find their individual ratio. So the problems, so this formula will help you out in finding out their individual ratio when that individual share, when that individual ratios are given and total amount is given. So I hope you liked the video. So please do not forget to follow and subscribe us and share our YouTube videos. Thank you for your support.